Can you hear me? Can you? All right. So,
But I think we've got everything together now, at least for the most part.
we are yeah, I mean, I think that we're kind of ready to play, maybe. So, in case you couldn't tell from the music playing, there we go. There we go. In case you couldn't tell from the music playing over here, we're going to be doing something a little different. So, this is our D&D game. Very interesting. I'm just
Yep.
going back.
So we decided to do kind of a one-on-one D&D game. If you are a fan of Space Cowboys, then I hope that you will
Boy, do
like
we
this
have
one.
something for you.
So we will do our best to do our characters, because it's just gonna be Chris and me. So
Yeah, until somebody else wants to join in on chat. Let me light on. Hey, look at that. I'm a little brighter now. Yeah, so until somebody wants to join in chat, we are basically just playing this by ourselves, really. So I am obviously the DM, as you can see right over there. There it is. It's over that way. And what you can kind of see behind you a little bit, this is one of the characters that we created in session 0. And that was done on, what was that, Friday?
yes, that is what we did Friday.
Yeah, that felt like Friday to me too. I'm just turning my music down.
Yeah, so, and if you weren't here for that episode, you're welcome to find it on my YouTube or Chris's YouTube. So that's Queen_Titania or at Boskinator. And so Chris is going to kind of go into an intro. But as he mentioned, if you guys are watching this and we get to a combat scene, or you guys are fully invested and you come back to every single part of the campaign, we will be implementing actual like dice rolling aspect to this. So you guys, as the audience, will be able to participate in different decisions that we make, either by a poll in the comments or through the dice roll. We still need to find that and implement that, so that won't be this time, unfortunately. But if you have suggestions or things you want the characters to do, then definitely drop them in the comments.
I will roll for you. We've got dice rollers on D&D Beyond, not a paid sponsor. But so a little bit of background. So we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's why we have all of the character sheet that if you've ever played before, especially on D&D Beyond, you know, you've seen it before. You understand what the heck is going on here. Where'd he go? Sorry, there he is. Sorry, I wanted my party time wizard on. It doesn't actually do much of anything, but it's a fun little thing to have on D&D Beyond. Here, maybe I can, yeah. So if I have it kind of on this sort of a screen, you can see the party time wizard right here. But
I activated mine too, but nobody can see it yet, so I'll show you guys in a second.
But the biggest thing here is we're going to be playing. Oh my God, Sharon, could you help me out on this one? I'm somehow blanking. Oh, we're playing Spelljammer. I don't know why I can't remember Spelljammer, but we're going to be playing Spelljammer. This is not going to be one of the worlds that you're familiar with. This is a world that I have spent the last 5 years creating. Not necessarily in Spelljammer, but it was very easy to kind of port everything over from some of the older campaigns. So basically what we've done is just advanced society a little bit from what Sharon has played in the past. Still some of the same names, because both monsters can live for quite a long time. Thankfully, Sharon, it is now common knowledge to know that Emperor Jinlong, the Emperor of Zoshira, who started the mass exodus out into the wild space,
Mm-hmm.
is well known to be a brass dragon. And so everybody knows that now. So we don't have to keep that a secret. You don't have to act.
What? A brass dragon? I had no idea.
Yeah. We always end up running into Emperor Jinlong in any of my campaigns. So I guess we'll see how we run into him this time.
Well, he is quite fancy. So.
But, and hopefully you guys won't drag me in the comments or chat or anything, but I am a fan of a particular show made by Joss Whedon called Firefly. It was brilliant. Should have been around longer. And they did my boy wash dirty. But anyway, so you might see some similarities there, especially in this kind of beginning part, just explaining the world. I am sorry about that. Please don't drag me down in any of this. This is still my personal world. This is still something I've created with influences from, of course, outside places, art, fiction, so on and so forth, right? So without further ado, and we'll get into introducing Sharon's characters as well as some of the other characters that we created in session 0 in just a little bit. But the Earth as we knew it was undergoing a change. The gods were fading away, slowly dying. A particular faction had found ancient artifacts crafted without the gods' knowledge to allow them to travel anywhere in space, and eventually they figured out it could travel in time as well. Using these, they came up with a plot to overthrow the god. Headed by Emperor Jinlong of Zoshira, they, one by one, overtook the god as Divine Gate was already weakened with the previous war between the demons and devils. The demons had, unfortunately, broken down the Divine Gate. Not completely, but they had started the process, making it much easier for the Emperor to slowly move through. Some of his lieutenants, one notable lieutenant for you, Sharon,
Oh? Max?
was the Jinn
Oh.
named
Yes.
Sabalan.
Yes. Sabalan.
Sabalan used his immense knowledge, immense magical power to help start these early devices before they actually knew what all these teleportation devices do. Eventually, they realized that with these machines, these devices, they could break through the Divine Gate. One by one, they started waging war against what gods were left, trying to take their power as their own. This war ravaged most of the world, leaving everything in ruins. The only places still standing are St. Astra's Keep, deep in the mountains to the south of Zoshira, and Zoshira itself, Seppersil, already being destroyed. Once the gods were destroyed or in hiding, presumed dead, the Emperor realized that there was no place left on this world for his people. So with that, they took their ships, they augmented the designs so they could hold more people, and they set off into the stars above, traveling for a while before finally coming across a new solar system, multiple solar systems, in fact, different habitable planets with the use of high-level magic, wish spells, and good old ingenuity, they were able to start terraforming these worlds, eventually coming into the new verse. We go now, instead of in the core planet, we go out to the very rim of the known universe. Our Spelljammer ships are less common, but still there. Anybody with a ship, find work. Keen mind and a strong weapon can help you keep it. We go out to the belt on one of these outer planets, where spell mining operations mostly consisted of dwarves, but others as well. Anybody looking for work, anybody desperate enough can come out here. It is dangerous work. Many people die, and the normal lifespan of these people may be around 30 years. But you work hard, you can make enough money for your family, get some of the most basic things out here in the Rim. That is where we come down on one particular rock, the rock with no name. And as we travel through the mines deep down inside of this massive asteroid, we make our way to a town. Inside of this town, on the very edge, it's a detective agent. Sharon, would you like to say the name of your detective agency?
Of course. My detective agency is the Verse Investigations and Ventures. We do whatever it needs to get the job done, whether that means robbing trains, detecting missing persons, or maybe your wife got stole. So, just give us a ring. My girl Friday will give you a call right back, and we'll head your way.
Perfect. So would you like to go ahead as we come down into the doors? You first notice your gal Friday, a small fairy with a very bodacious fairy as well. It actually looks like there's some scars around her chest. It looks like she's been in a corset for way too long. Her waist is incredibly slimmed, comes back out to her legs that go on for miles, but of course she is a small creature, so really they go on for about half a foot. They go on for inches. Slight butterfly wings behind her, wearing a sequined, tight green dress, large horn-rimmed spectacles connected with a small gold chain behind her. She sits in the front desk and is slightly floating so she can be about eye level with everybody else. You see a door behind you, closed, and bits of glass, all frosted glass. As we go through the door, we see a man, Catman, sitting down at a large Brobdingnagian desk. Sharon?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Captain Ray Malcolms. It actually is Captain Nicholas Ray Malcolms, but you can just call me Ray for short. I am the detective here, private eye, whatever you'd like. I can really do anything for you. Just name your name the problem, and we'll discuss fees later. Generally, I like to be able to connect you with somebody to help you, but I'm not one to go around and not do it myself if needed. We run Verse Investigations and Ventures. And if you need anything transported or anything like that, we also have my ship, the Proper, docked over there in the shipyards. If I'm generally at your disposal.
Perfect. So as you're sitting there going through some of your old cases, sitting down, you've just gotten done with a easy shipping operation. Somebody just needs you to get some cows from point A to point B. Didn't take you too long. You were able to pretty much do it without a hitch. And your other 2 crew members are currently scrubbing the rest of the ship because it smells like cow.
Well, at least it was easier than that doll case that we did the other week.
Hey, Ray,
Yeah.
we got somebody out here to see you.
All right. I'll be right there, Friday. I put on my hat and I walk outside. Or well, at least walk out to the front.
As you walk outside, you see a small human male, remarkably well dressed for being out here. Yes, I was told that if I needed something done private, I could come to you.
Well,
His eyes dart around the room nervously.
Well, it depends on what you mean by private, because we don't do any happy endings around here, but just, why don't you walk into my office and let's talk?
You watch as Friday just gives him the absolute death glare.
I like put my hand up and it's like, it's all right. And I walk back to my office, leaving the door open behind me.
Is this private? Is this secure? He's still looking around the room, incredibly nervous. You notice as he starts to sit down, his hand shake.
I promise it is absolutely secure. If it wasn't, Friday would let me know.
Good. I guess I should start at the beginning. So I have a...
Well, hold on. So why don't you just come on back to my office first, and we'll talk in here.
He gets up from Friday's desk and he starts moving his way back to the office. Do you have any water or something?
I think we can accommodate that. Friday, do you mind grabbing us some drinks?
Yeah, of course. I'll get to it right away, Ray.
Thank you, darling.
He starts walking back, points at the glass door. This way?
Yeah, right through there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He goes, he looks around, he sees one of your chairs, and you notice he just takes a handkerchief out of his pocket, and he just quickly wipes down the chair. He sits down right on the edge and waits for you to sit at your desk.
I play with my whiskers and shut the door and just kind of look at him for a second and then walk around to my desk and sit down. So, what seems to be the problem? How can I help?
Well, it's okay. We should start at the beginning, I think. It's gonna be best. So I have a brother. He's really nice guy, but he sometimes goes and gets himself into a little bit more trouble than what should be done.
I see. So what's he gotten himself into this time?
Well, so he was talking with some people, and they had this he was telling me about it. He had this really great idea for I tried to tell him it was a get rich quick scheme, but he wouldn't listen to me. And so now he got talking to some people at this bar. They had this really great idea, a new invention. It was going to revolutionize the space travel. Supposed to be able to get you there twice as fast without having to have a Spelljammer helm. It was just really remarkable stuff. And then he actually started talking about it, talking more and more, and just something didn't quite sit right with me. I told him that too. I told him, I said, Jed, you can't do it. You gotta get out of there. Yeah. And then I actually met the guys that he was talking with, and they were... Kind of looks around, leans in closer to you, waits until you lean in.
I lean in. Like, prick my ears forward.
These look like really bad people.
What did the bad people look like?
Oh, okay, so there was one that he didn't have any hair, but he was really big. He wasn't human. He was something else.
A Goliath?
Yeah, that.
I haven't seen one of them in these parts for a while. Those kind of people, those big guys, they stand out in the crowd.
So this didn't exactly happen around here?
All right. What planet are we talking about?
So we're just kind of talking about, he's on the planet Law in the central planets.
All right.
Yeah, he's gotten himself into a bit of a bind, so he was going, and the Goliath and then this other man, I couldn't quite make him out. Yeah, I was just kind of watching from the bar, but the Goliath is pretty easy to stand out. But they told him that they were missing some key parts, some key components, and they asked him as a business partner, he does air quotes, to help them get it, and so that they could get to the final stage of production and then start mass producing so that he could start making his money. Fool that he is, he did it. He goes out and goes to a blind meetup, and when he did...
They stole all his money?
They were about to. They did steal all of his money, but he'd given it to them beforehand. It was an investment.
Mm-hmm.
And he came around. The whole reason I got cooked up in this is because it was asking me for money, too.
Okay. So they see you as the monetary connection now.
I love my brother, Mr. Ray. I really do. I'm trying to start a family. Wife and I'm a mid-level investment banker. You know, I've got some money saved up. I was able to give him a little bit, but maybe.
Are they blackmailing you with your brother? Or, well, you said your brother was locked away, right?
He got taken by the cops.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I can help you break him out of,
Mr. Ray, please, I got nobody else to go to. Nobody else believes me, and the people who do...
Well, all right. I believe you. But I think that we should come at this from a different way. I don't think that we can pull off a heist of that magnitude just because the prisons there are so well facilitated.
Well, that's the thing. He is being transferred. And so I figured maybe if you had some good people, you might be able to hit the ship while it's in transport.
You're not a criminal. You sure act like a criminal. Or at least think like one.
Investment banker. There's a few of us around. None of them are exactly saints by any means. I've never done anything bad, I promise. I just want to help my brother.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
You can insight the fuck out of this guy. Are you kidding me? You don't have to ask. You can just, hey.
Didn't roll very well. It's 12.
See that. So this guy is obviously he is very scared. He's very nervous, and it seems like there's something else there, but to try and think about if he has a criminal bone in his body. Well, he can ask you to do things, but he's never done them himself.
Okay.
The most he's done is maybe a little bit of cooking the books on the side, but this is a white collar sort of criminal in the making. He's only midlife.
Okay. When is he being transferred?
They say in about 3 weeks. Is that enough? Is that enough time?
I'll have to talk about it with my crew, but that would be enough time to arrange a prison escape. But I do have to say, are you sure there isn't anything else you'd like to tell me before I move forward with any planning?
Well, these
Intimidation
other
check.
Oh, roll it. Come on. I gotta see it on my screen. Sorry, I'm kind of jamming out to the music.
15.
Yeah. He averts his eyes completely. Those other fellas I was talking about that I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of coming after me, and they say that they need him back. And so if this doesn't get done, they might be watching right now.
So
You
that's
said
why
that
you're so nervous.
You said that your place is safe, right?
Of course. I've got some good wards in place against people, listening in.
Good. So I don't think that they followed me out here, but they could have. I don't really know. I don't even know what their end goals are. Maybe
So by getting your brother back, where do you see that helping you?
Oh, he's a good guy. Jib's a really good guy. He doesn't deserve to be locked in there. They're gonna eat him alive.
Well, by endangering you and your family, it does seem like he deserves it a little bit.
He didn't mean to. He just doesn't. He doesn't see the whole picture. He only sees the he just can't see anything. The boy can't think very far ahead.
All right, I can understand that. I was a young man myself once. But look, so doing any kind of prison escape, even during a transfer, is highly risky. It will be expensive.
What? Can you think of anything else? Might be a little bit cheaper?
Now, because those fellas that you were running from right now are still, around, there might be a way that we could shape this so they go to prison instead of your brother.
What do you mean?
Well, if your brother thought that this was a legal transfer of money, if you were able to convince the law that these people were the ones that framed him.
They're watching me. I can't do anything with the law. They'll
No. You can't, but I can. And I can work that side of the case for you.
So what's your plan?
Well,
he's getting moved in 3 weeks, and I don't know if
we will consider that as a last resort. How about that?
Okay.
So, if all else fails, I will help you rescue him for the right price.
Well, and he pulls out a bag a nice little leather satchel. Just kind of dumps coins out on the desk. A couple of platinum, and mostly gold and a few silver as well.
All right.
Well, I've got this is about 756 gold worth. Oh, whoa. Is that enough?
I think so. I
Well,
haven't built out.
Captain, you gotta do the math here.
Uh-huh.
Gotta do a little bit of math.
D&D. Okay, but yeah, no,
I'm
there's
going
lots of
to
math
say-
in D&D. What am I saying?
I'm going to say that gold count, by the way, to pay your crew is weekly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was a lot. So all right. So 50. All right. So for me to do these, jobs for you, I'll say, if we are able to do the that preliminary mission that I talked to you about, where we get some evidence built up against these bad people, so you say, that'll only be 500. If we do the full prison transfer and escape, that will be 700.
Okay.
Because that goes to paying my crew, as well as ship fees, and of course if there was any damage or anything like that.
So how much is that?
So either 500
500.
or 700.
Okay. That's all my savings, but yeah, okay.
All right.
Do I pay now?
No, not at all. Here.
He takes back most of the gold, but he leaves about 100 gold sitting there. And he says, "Well, this is for incidentals, I think is what it's called."
Yes, it is. And I really just wanted to see how invested you were in this. Do you get me? And I push 50 of the gold back.
Thank you. This is gonna go a long way. My wife is pregnant right now, and so this is very helpful.
So this 50 is incidental. So I will do that. Let's say after this is over, maybe another 50, and we'll call it even. Does that sound all right with you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I just need enough to pay my crew.
Of course, we can do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, do you need anything from me?
Well, I'll definitely need those descriptions. If you want to get those to Friday, maybe she can help me conjure up some profiles on them, maybe some visuals of what they look like. You think you can do that?
Yeah. I think so.
All right.
I think I can.
All right. So, once we have those, I'm going to speak with my crew, and we're going to make a timeline and see about tailing these people for a while. I may inquire you to arrange a meeting with them, just so we can find them a bit easier. Just very run-of-the-mill meeting, just say you need a little bit more time to find more money.
Okay. Yeah.
You think you can do that for me?
Will you be there?
I won't I will be there in the area. I will be watching.
Okay. What? Do we need a signal, or if something goes wrong?
I will. You just believe in me and don't worry about it. This is what you're paying me to do.
Okay. All right. Thank you. My name's Bill, by the way.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you, Bill.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm frazzled. Sorry. Thank you very much. And at that point is when Friday you watch as Friday opens the door in with 2 glasses of water, no ice, and she looks at Bill and she's just, "Oh, leaving already?"
Oh, perfect timing, Friday. Thank you. And I take my glass of water from her, and I take the other one and hand it to him. And Friday, do you mind sitting down with our friend Bill here and typing up some descriptions of the people that are after him? I think that will give us a good start. And don't you worry, we're gonna help you out.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Friday? Yeah. So you hear them start talking as they walk out.
Mm-hmm.
What do? You have picked up a job.
Yes. So, I finish my water, do a little bit of paperwork while I'm sitting there, draw up a rough timetable of like, okay, in about, we're gonna arrange that meeting with them in the next couple of days. And then maybe a week out, we'll try to work on building that case up to present to the local law officers. And then possibly even do it in a way where we won't have a connection to the law, so like we won't be like showing up at the law office like, hi, here you go, you know.
All
have
right.
a warrant and all, but get them to kind of, the plan is to get them to kind of turn up, you know, and turn upside down and say like, oh no, it wasn't this guy, it was us. So, or in a way to show the law that they got the wrong man.
Okay. Sure. Simple enough. And so you can work on that for a couple of hours. You hear as Bill leaves, and it's just you and Friday back alone in the office again as you finish up the rest of your work. It is... You don't really have good access to a sun on a rock in the middle of space. Tiny little asteroid.
Uh-huh.
But just judging by clocks, it's starting to get around 5 p.m.
All right. I get up, I put my coat on and my hat, and gather up all the paperwork I have, and walk out to the main part of the office. Well, Friday, I hope you have a good night. Did anything seem off about that? Man, I know I trust your instincts. Did you seem all right?
Here. Let me just do a quick... Ooh. Okay. Hell yeah. Right. 18. That wasn't a 16, that was an 18. I know what Friday is. I just have her character sheet in my head. Because that's what DMs do sometimes. Ray, it didn't seem too. He just seems spooked. That's that's all I could really get out of him. But he didn't seem bad.
All right, well, that's good to hear. I do trust your judgment. Did he give you a good profile for us to start with?
Oh, took him a little bit to warm up to me, but yeah, I guess he did.
All right. Well, I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the morning. You need anything before I go?
Nope. You have a good night.
All right, you too. And I tip my hat at her and leave. And I'm going back to the ship where I live.
All right. Yeah, you watch as you start to close, as you start to head out of the door. You notice under her, kind of taped to the bottom of her desk, is a pillow. She kind of gets it, grabs it, starts heading back into your office.
Do I know that she sleeps there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I figured. Because you told me earlier. I just want to make sure.
That was part of your deal with her. Is she helps you with the day-to-day managing of your entire schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And you will help her by giving her a place to stay inside of your detective agent.
Mm-hmm. I did I don't think we talked about this earlier, but I did make sure to make her a little section of the back office that's all hers.
Yeah.
It's closed off and very very nice, all hers. It's like a tiny little studio apartment.
Yeah, no, and that's fair, and that works. Sorry, I've been trying to find something for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. So as you start making your way back to your ship, do you want to describe your ship, or would you like me to?
You have looked more into the structure and everything, so I'll go ahead and let you do it. You also do a much more vibrant description than I definitely could.
So I actually found this map. I'll show everybody on my screen. I found this map from Milby's Maps. Awesome guy. Amazing maps here. But this is your Dragonfly class Spelljammer. It's a mid-sized ship. Pretty decent ship. It can in fact land on the ground, so that is the only reason why it's standing there. It's got legs that can actually sit there. And so you would sleep on the bridge deck. You have a couple of rooms on the cargo deck. Yeah, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
On the actual picture, it shows a bigger picture. Never mind. Maybe it does. Yeah. So this is your Dragonfly class. You enter in actually from the back, if I remember correctly. So the back on the cargo deck actually opens up. So whenever it lands, the tail is actually down. So you have a slight incline going up on the cargo deck. So you have to really secure everything. The bridge deck gets to stand nice and even. And for the most part, instead of actual beds that you have on the front of the cargo deck, you have more along the lines of hammocks.
Mm-hmm.
But as you come on in, you see and you said that you kind of had an idea of how these other guys looked?
No.
You don't?
I mean, just beyond what race they are, so let's see.
Because I only helped you do. I know what Hobing Dry looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can describe Winnie, if that's helpful.
Perfect. So as you walk in, you see another one of your crew, Winnie Fredericks, sitting there, finally finishing up the rest of the last little bit of cleaning that they were doing.
Yes. So Winnie Fredericks is a GIF artificer. For those that are not familiar with the new Spelljammer races yet, gifts are, and I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing it the way that I want to. So, so gifts are hippo type humanoids, kind of large. I think they're large, possibly medium creatures. Winnie was from a pretty prominent noble family, but she had a very supportive noble family. So when she developed a affinity for fixing things and kind of helping her family's mechanics and shops out, when the opportunity was brought to her to become a mechanic on our ship, she kind of jumped at the chance, and she her parents are super supportive, and due to her noble background, we do have some more access to some nicer places than we would have had access to before. And of course, her parents being supportive parents, they kind of always welcome us with open arms whenever she wants to come home. Their only caveat was that she does come home every once in a while to see everybody. But she. So, did you see if they were medium or large?
They are medium creatures.
Medium. Okay.
Oddly enough, even though they're giant fucking hippos,
Yeah, right.
they're medium-sized creatures.
Yep. Okay. So medium size. You can often see her in, some oil-stained work clothes. Overhauls with some cute sewn-on flowers. She does have little fancy things here and there that her mother sends her, but she does have an affinity for frolicky dresses. So whenever we are on a planet or star base that has a party going on, you can definitely see her attending. But yeah, that's Winnie.
And who you do not see is Hoban.
Mm-hmm.
Hobane. Sorry. Hobane is not here, as pretty much as always. He's sitting in the pilot's chair.
Oh God!
Up on
who's
the bridge
flying
check.
this thing? Oh wait, that's me.
Oh hey, that's me. So he's usually on the bridge deck, getting ready to pilot everything. He basically always has, she basically always had, Hobane. I'm talking about Hobane. What am I doing? He's pretty much always got his Spelljammer helm on, so he's always ready to take control of the ship at any given time. That way you can be off at a moment's notice. And so Winnie comes up to you. Hey, Cap.
Hey, good morning. Well, good evening, Winnie, I should say. Good Lord, I'm so tired. I didn't even realize till I got here.
Oh, it's okay, Cap. We can just go have ourselves a nice little party.
I don't know if I'm gonna be much for a party tonight. I'll take some tea with whiskey though. You got it? And then I think we should all head on to bed. I got us a new job.
What's the job?
Well, this fella came up to me and he apparently
You know what? Let's go up to the bridge.
Yeah, that sounds great. Then we can talk to. Does he go by Hobane or Dry?
Dry.
Dry.
Normally.
Okay. Then we can talk to Dry at the same time.
All right. Yeah, let's go on up. And you guys make your way from the cargo deck on down, and technically down to the bridge deck. Because that's how that kind of works.
Evening.
You make your way on down.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Dry just sitting there in the pilot's chair, doing not much of anything. Kind of, you watch as his hand just kind of slowly strokes the side of the chair. He seems to be caught up in reverence.
Caught up in what?
Reverence.
Oh. Evening, Dry. How's it going?
Hey, Cap.
You doing all right up here all by yourself?
Ready to get flying.
Ain't we all?
Got a job?
I did, actually. It's what we came up here to talk to you about.
We ready to set off?
Well, hold on. Because there are some things we need to wrap up here. A lot of it does have to do with, well, a couple things have to do with where we are at the moment. But there might be some traveling involved, and I will let you know as soon as I can.
All right. What does it pay?
About 100 gold.
Captain, that's gonna get us a week.
Well, we just got that big payout from the cattle job that we did. That was about 300.
Winnie went and spent it already.
What?
Yeah, Cap. Oh, you've got to see. Hold on. She runs down to her cabin, and she comes back up, and she has a pink dress that just goes out. I mean, it's got an actual frame to it. It always going out and out, out and out. Think of tell any of those dresses really. Pretty much solely in pink with a little bit of white frill along the shoulders. It does not come down on the sleeves. So it's sleeveless, and it just kind of comes up. You've got white frill coming up the side of the dress, side of your side of the waist, and meets up and kind of follows the neckline, goes around the shoulders.
Oh, well,
Ain't it pretty?
it is,
I know, I was speechless too, Captain. She kind of she sits there like she is frilling with the dress, like she's just trying to make it flow, even though it's not actually on her.
I, kind of do an inward sigh, try not to bring too much attention to it. It's like, put a smile on my face, and it's like, it is beautiful, darling, and it will look beautiful on you, but that money was for the ship and for paying y'all. You do understand?
Oh, I just took my cut of it.
Well, then where'd the rest go?
Okay, so maybe, Captain, I took a little bit more than my cut, but it's so pretty. Look at it. Look at it.
I see how
She shoves it in your face.
I see how beautiful it is, but and I push down the frills a little bit, like I'm fluffing a pillow, and I see how beautiful it is, and you are beautiful for it, but that wasn't your money to take. So here's what I'm gonna have you do. All right, you listening?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need you to go find us another job so that I can pay y'all.
But you just said that you had a job.
Yes, but it doesn't pay that much. That's an agency job. We're gonna need something on the ventures side.
Can't we just get a little bit more from whoever?
He's in a bit of a bind himself, so I think it would be right, since I've already set a price with him, to be able to find something else to accommodate us. To be fair, this job will probably take us about 3 weeks, so we do need to find something in the meantime.
Dry speaks up at that point. What is this job?
So for right now, this is more of an intel job. So I will be working on finding us I will be working on investigating these couple gentlemen that are blackmailing our friend. They kind of got his brother in a mite trouble. So they took some money from him, pretty much his last savings, and, well, to put it simply, screwed him over a bit. And now he's at that prison over on Law. And
Captain, that's knee deep in places that we don't want to be.
oh, I know. So what I told him, so to put it plainly, in 3 weeks there's going to be a prison transfer that will have his brother on it. In the meantime, since I really don't want to go anywhere near those people, I proposed that we would investigate these 2 men, as well as any faction that they're aligned with, and work on swaying the law without talking to him, if you know what I mean. So, showing that this man, his brother, was framed, and that they got the wrong man, and if they are able to capture these 2 people, then they should be releasing his brother.
Yep, how do you think we're gonna do that?
I have my ways, and I know you guys will be there for anything that I need help with.
Fine then, how are we gonna get started?
Well, I've arranged for our friend Bill to make a meeting with them. So I'm going to follow along, and I thought that I would bring you along with me in case we need to get out of there quick. We can take a speeder with us.
I don't leave the ship, Cap.
Well, I like sit up a little straighter. Well, I guess I know what you're gonna do with that dress, Winnie. Would you like to go to a fine establishment with me in a couple nights?
What is your passive perception?
An 18.
18. You hear Dry under the corner, under his breath. He just says, "Clandestine meeting, not no damn party." And Winnie just does not hear that at all. Is way too entranced in the dress. Yeah, Cap, sure. Let's when are we gonna go?
Well, I got to confirm that meeting, because he's got to talk to his bad people, as he so calls them, first, and then we'll confirm a time and day. But
Dry up. Cap, you really want to tweak the nose, the alliance at this particular point? Have you not been hearing the rumors?
oh, I've heard the rumors. But I mean, we gotta make a living somewhere, son.
They're
So-
looking for any reason. Pick on it. Bring them out here. Tear us down. We've talked. I can't have that.
I know, and I promise that I'll keep you all safe. And as I promised on every job like this before, if anything goes south, you'll be the first to know, and you'll be on the first pod out of here. Even before me.
Of course, good captain goes down with the ship, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go get this suicide mission over with.
All right, well, I've had Friday sit him down and get all the information, so he should be getting us getting back with us hopefully tomorrow. So I think tonight I'm gonna get some whiskey tea, and we'll maybe make it a early night tonight. I look down at my watch at the wee old hours of 10 o'clock. And I
At this point, it's like 7:30, by the way.
Oh, really? I thought it was later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Doesn't take you that. It doesn't take you 4 hours to get back to your ship.
Okay. I look over at Winnie again. And you, young miss, if she's still staring at the
Brightens up.
Okay. Is she like full attention?
Yeah.
Okay. You are gonna go find us another 200 gold job tomorrow. You hear?
Of course, Cap. I can do that.
All right. You promise?
It's such a pretty dress, Cap.
It really is. But it's either take the pretty dress back, or you gotta go find us a new job. We've got some time in between this agency business, so need to find time to fill our time.
Okay, sure. I'll get on that in the morning, Cap. But we're gonna still drink tonight? Have some fun? I get to put on my dress?
Just a little bit.
Her eyes sparkle. I'll be right back. Runs away. Runs down. About 10 minutes later, this dress is involved to get into, to say the least. She comes back up, strides up, an old beaten fan, Victorian era sort of fan. She's got kind of halfway covering her face. What do you think, Kat?
It is beautiful, darling. Love it. And I take her hand and kind of like twirl her. She has to bend really far because I'm much shorter than she is. But she does like a twirl.
All right, I'll go out tomorrow, but tonight we drink.
All right.
And she grabs the bottle of whiskey and takes a swig.
Dry, you want to come down with us, or you want us to all stay up here with you?
None of y'all know how to drink. And he grabs a bottle from down like under the pilot's chair.
Mm-hmm.
Pops it open, and immediately, just as he pops it open, you can smell it. It smells terrible. It is the single most alcohol. Have you ever smelled moonshine before it's finished cooking? Before it's finished fermenting?
Mm-hmm.
A massive amount of alcohol. That's what that smells like. It smells like gasoline.
Oh god. I like crinkle my nose and my whiskers kind of like fizzle for a second. It's like
he actually like spills a little bit, and some of the nice varnish that you have on the floor of the deck. I mean, it's scuffed up, but there's a little bit, and you watch as a drop just kind of comes down, and you see the varnish just melt away to just the pure wood.
Careful to not get too much on the ground. I'm a little worried that it might be acid. It'll just go straight through the hole.
Don't worry, Cap. I know how to handle myself. He takes a giant swig. I mean, like 3 gulps.
Oh god.
And then he looks at the bottle, and he just offers it out to either of you.
I might have to dilute that with whiskey, boy. I don't know if I can do a straight one.
That sounds like my kind of party.
Why didn't I save that for after this job is done? I think this one's gonna need all my focus.
Winnie is just like too into the dress, and she starts getting close to the bottle. She knocks it a little bit, and thankfully it spills away. But she's just, oh my god, what is that?
Actually, can I do, like, just to make sure that it doesn't hit her dress, like, just reach over and tilt it back the other way? Or, like, catch it?
A few drops kind of spilled out, just a little splish
Okay.
spilled out. You can try and catch the splish.
Nah, if it's going the other way.
No, it's going the other way. You're fine.
Okay. I feel like I just heard the audible of that hitting my floor.
All right, Cap, I'll put it away. He stoppers the bottle, and as you notice, the cork itself actually has a slight magic to it.
Oh god.
This is the single most powerful stuff in the verse. You don't
Right.
even know where he finds it. It just randomly starts to appear.
Oh my gosh. But
Something's actually always been curious about.
what?
That's something you've always been a little
Oh,
curious about.
yeah. If you can find my favorite whiskey as much as you can find that stuff, I wouldn't be so critical each time.
I have my sources. I'll see what I can do.
I'll hold you to it. And I grab the bottle, take a quick swig, and it's like, all right, last swig, everyone. And I think it's off to bed with me. It's been a long day.
All right, perfect. Well, you can go to bed. You do hear some ruckus. Wakes you up about 2 hours later. You just kind of, because you're the way that this shit is kind of. I felt something furry on the foot. What the?
Yeah, she got down off the bed.
What's happening? Yeah, I can see now.
Come here.
Because the captain's quarters is actually connected to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of hear her like fall against the door and giggle and. Sorry, cat.
It's shiny.
Everything's shiny. She just hits the floor. And very carefully, you hear a sigh as Dry goes, and then you just hear her body being dragged back up the stairs. Thump, 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 thump.
I peek my head out. Need some help tucking her into bed?
He's already got her halfway up the stairs. At that point, he's actually picked her up into a fireman's carry, so he's behind the back, like over shoulder.
Damn, he's
He
strong.
just kind of waves you off. Not really. He knows how to use leverage.
Ah, okay.
Really, not that much at all. But all right, so you can go to bed for the night. It is 9:30.
Our time.
Yeah, it's still a ship, sure. I mean, 2 hours later from 7:30 is in fact 9:30. So
Mm-hmm.
it is 9:30. I do feel like we should probably call it there because the next leg of this is an actual meeting. That would bring us past 10 o'clock, which is the time that we end streaming.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna do this every Tuesday. So, let us know in the comments if you have any recommendations or if you'd like to see anything happen in the next episode. if you're interested in having a OC character of or an original character of yours appear in one of our upcoming streams, maybe shoot us a message.
Send it on over.
Yeah. And we'll give you guys a highlight and a Twitch shout out.
Not to mention your character will be forever in our world.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool too.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just kind of gonna wrap it up. Just until next time, guys. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm coming back a little bit more prepared, but it's been so long since we've been able to do some actual D&D. By so long, I mean about 2 months. Which
so
is
long.
Forever.
Which is very long for us.
So long.
How long is it?
So long. But we do hope that you enjoyed. Please definitely come back, check us out, check out some of our other streams, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
Get involved as much as you can. I'd love to have chat playing a couple of these other characters, so that way I don't have to play everybody.
And next time we're gonna try and find that dice roller that I mentioned. It might not be directly on our Twitch, but we'll see if there's like some dice polls or something online that we can set up. So
yeah, because I think the dice roller that we found works off of like donations and tips, and well, I'm not gonna ask people to do that every single time we need to make a roll.
yeah,
That's a little bit too much, So if there's a way to make that free, I'd be so more than happy to do it. And if not, we'll try and figure something else out. And hopefully next time we can have Sharon and me maybe on the same stream. I don't quite know. That's something I still have to kind of work on. But until next time, you guys watch out for any strange patrons inside of your own taverns. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Talk to y'all later, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.